All right,
Yes,
guys. I know we love the chicken one. David, don't eat too much. Don't eat too much. What's going on, everybody, on this episode of the Hot Pot Boys Sino-So series, where we are discovering and exploring Chinese food. We are going to be covering and focusing on two unique styles of cooking that we have never covered on this channel.
So Chinese food, in a macro, big picture sense, has 8 different styles. But sometimes people argue that and say that 8 is actually 13.
Okay.
But then if you break that 13 down into its individual subdivisions, there's actually like 70 styles. 70. So it's either 8, 13, or 70.
Man, I mean, China itself is so big. There's so many different dialects. There's so many different people.
All right, so we're gonna be covering 2 styles of food. One from the northern province of Shandong, which we have covered before, but not this specific style. And then one from the southern style, which is from Fujian, but specifically Fuzhou. And here at Ika Sizzling Pot, our boy Sam from Qingdao is cooking up
Yellow braised chicken rice, Huangmenji.
Huangmenji. Hot Pot Boys, let's go.
Shandong food is sort of the birthplace of all northern food. Not that it hasn't taken its own influences in every province, but Shandong food is generally considered the basis for Beijing, Tianjin, and all of Dongde. I heard that Shandong is the birthplace of Chinese civilization.
Okay, so technically you could say it came from Shandong.
Confucius came from Shandong, I'm just saying.
Eat the chicken and the egg at the same time.
Bro, look at this braid. Wow. You guys don't know. It might look like generic on the outside, but trust me, it is not generic in the ginger scallion flavor.
I think. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna make sure I get a pepper in this. Look at this.
Oh my god.
So stews and braises are similar in that they're cooked slow. But the thing is that
so
braise
good.
is about adding the least amount of liquid possible to cook all the meat. While stewing is like you're completely submerging it in the liquid, and then it's like boiling on top and everything like that.
I think one of my favorite parts of the dish is that it uses dark meat. You know, like you said, the thigh meat, very juicy, you know, not dry.
And I would say here, one of the more contemporary or Americanized things they do here is to provide chicken without the bone. If you're just trying to eat lunch real quick, without the bone works. All right,
Yes,
guys. I know we love the chicken one. David, don't eat too much. Don't eat too much.
Moving on, I'm looking at the cheese.
David's northern side, the northern side is coming out.
Shandong.
The stocky side.
So this recipe and this flavor from the yellow braise is traditional, but doing it with pork ribs or you know, beef tendon or pig's feet is a new thing that they're doing here at Ika for the American market.
Yeah.
This is a baked potato? What is this? What is this?
That's a big
He said baked potato. I think it's a braise.
No, I said big.
I gotta say the cheese definitely adds something. Now adding the cheese, I do think that's kind of the Korean American like influence that they have, because you know stuff like Kalbi they would put cheese on it, and you know everybody, cheese is like an American. I mean this cheese is a very American. So.
Oh, this one's very flavorful.
The pork is actually really good too.
I think the cheese is a heavy hitter on this, man. I like the context of it.
It adds a little bit of a weight to the dish, so it's a little bit heavier, but it's not too heavy.
If you made me go attack something, I'm gonna go with the Huangmenji, the yellow braised chicken. But if I'm just cold and I'm hungry and I've just been starving all day, I'm gonna go with the Huangmen Paigu.
I agree, man. It's like something where, let's just say, if you haven't eaten all day and you're starving, you gotta go for the pork.
The Huangmen Niu Rou. You can get cheap beef that's decent in America. You cannot find cheap beef in Asia that is good.
Huangmen beef. I'm gonna eat it with a jalapeno. Okay. I would say the braised beef dish definitely tastes the most similar to something that I've had. Because in Chinese, there is a lot of braised beef.
My family used to do a braised duck. Similar flavoring, but obviously they use duck instead of, you know, beef.
Yeah. So before we get on to the vegetarian version, we gotta finish off with the meats, and this is definitely a meat. We are talking about the pig's feet here, aka the pork trotters.
I would say though,
but you would say some of the older generation, this is their favorite.
Yo, they love it, man. They love it.
So as you can see, the juice in the when it comes to the pork trotters, the braise is not as thick. It's a little bit more soupy. Ooh.
I didn't expect it to be this tender.
It's like really good.
Right. Yo, I think I like braised pork feet. I might have to say that. I might have to make that statement. Got a lot of fat,
So much collagen.
gelatinous, collagenic. I'm gonna just make up that word. I don't know if that's a word. Collagenic. You change collagenic.
If you ever want to practice kissing your girl on the cheek, but like you didn't get to do it yet,
Practice on some.
if you
pork feet.
practice on, it feels just like it. A lot of Japanese dishes that are considered Chinese Japanese dishes, I can tell are influenced by this braised style with the soy ginger.
Yeah.
Soy ginger.
Yeah, soy ginger garlic. That's a very popular like chicken wing flavor that people have.
Shandong specifically in that region, whether that's Korea, Japan, had a gigantic influence historically.
Oh yeah, it's right there. If you guys look at even where our mom is from or her parents are from, Yentai, it's actually that peninsula that's right next to South Korea. Vegetarian one.
Hwangman veggie.
All right, guys, look at this mushroom. I got confused on whether this was a piece of like pork or chicken or mushroom. This
Oh,
thing's
the other
huge.
mushroom is gigantic.
It's a
It could look
block.
like, it could look like a ginger too. You could trick people thinking that this is an abalone.
That's not it.
No, not a potato.
We got to move on to Fujian food, right?
Right.
But we have tried one of the main dishes of Jinnan style Shandong food.
Okay.
Shandong being one of the major 8, major 13 cuisines of China, this being a subdivision, Jinnan versus Jiaodong style. I would say my favorite,
Let me
Yeah,
guess.
you know,
I'm shocked.
Huangmenji.
You were gonna say the
original-
trotter, right?
Actually, and I love chicken,
But doing
I
it
gotta
with
go with the pork rib on
ribs.
this one. Say it to the camera,
All
make it
right,
real
for-
dramatic.
For dunkability, I go with the chicken. But I'm picking the pork. Overall flavor, I'm picking the pork.
Nell said,
It's just like
Nelson.
it just knocks you out.
All right, guys, it's actually time to take a train from Jinan down to Fuzhou. Let's go. Oh, all right, Nell, you have got to leave pretty soon because you got something very important to do. But before
You
you,
gotta take
go,
care of the hammy.
Got to
you gotta go to some physical therapy. But before that, let's load up on this Fuzhou dessert.
I don't know, man.
This is interesting. It's got
Have
rice.
you ever seen anything like that before in your life?
Hold on.
I mean, they got the weirdest mix in there. They got grass jelly, fruits, rice, peanuts. Like, oh, what is that? Raisins?
Raisins.
Oh man.
Be open-minded now.
How can it be bad though? Those are all
Right,
things
right.
that are good.
Right,
you know what I
right,
mean? Bai ni shui fan.
Wow. Okay. No, this is really refreshing. I can see in the summertime, 'cause you know China's mad hot. People will be out on the street, you know, with the shirts off, mad sweaty, and they eat this, they be cooled off instantly.
No,
Dog,
with the shirt,
instantly.
with the shirt lifted over the belly.
Yeah. When they're just sitting, just like.
I rarely ever eat sweet rice. I've never had rice like this before, especially with watermelon.
Oh man, the
I
watermelon.
actually really enjoyed it.
I did.
Yeah.
Man, that was a shocker.
No,
That
it's
was
really
a shocker.
Fuzhou dumpling balls.
Huh?
It tastes like a little Italiano meatball.
Very good, actually.
Did you guys get like an explosion of burst of crunch when you bit into it, or was that just me?
No, there's some
There's like some crunchy thing in there, right?
crunchy greens. What kind of greens is
Little
that?
chestnuts.
Actually, the dumpling skin is a little bit translucent. That's what I like. That's really cool.
It's almost like chopped hall fun in chok with clams.
Yo, Fuzhou like the mix.
This is clammy McGee.
Yeah. Never had a clammy clam congee rice noodle.
One.
Tom-yum donuts. Green scallion donuts. I'm very excited because I love scallion pancakes. Donut. Scallion donut.
One bite. Don't take no more
That
bites.
looks good.
4.5 out of 5. I'll leave it at that.
Damn.
It's light, crispy, not too, oily, and your favorite very mad scallion taste.
Oh, all right, yo, give me a napkin too.
I'm excited.
If you dip this into this, those are two things that we have categorically not had.
Dog, yo, take a look at this. Never have I had this bite in my life before.
I'm gonna do the same.
only other time we've had Fujianese food, it was like at the really cheap spots, and shout out to those because they're great value.
Talking about New York.
Yeah, it's a great value in New York, but they weren't as high quality.
This, I believe, is their Fuzhou Chao Fen Si.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like Xingzhou Chao Mai Fen, which is Singaporean Mai Fen noodles.
Which there's also a lot of Hokkien Fujianese people in Singapore as well.
Yeah.
So maybe Mai Fen, Chow Mai Fen is kind of like a Hokkien thing. Hey, no, that's what the guy in the back said. He was like, hey, Fujian low-key influenced a lot of the food in Japan, but they don't give him credit.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. Never at actually Fuzhou restaurants.
Not bad. Not bad. We are gonna pack this up to go. Do not worry, this food is not gonna go to waste. And what was your favorite? I'm gonna go with the beef banh. I really, really like this Bai Mi beef banh. The rice dessert, watermelon peanut, green jelly, hybrid water. That was super refreshing.
Good. These are our two favorite dishes from Fuzhou Cuisine Restaurant in Arcadia. This is Fuzhou Lo Ying, which is AKA, you can pretty much call it the Fuzhou wonton. Okay.
It makes sense because I remember at Shujiao, they would call these wontons.
Yeah, it is a wonton, but it's Fuzhou style. It definitely looks different. And this is the best one I've ever had. Hot Pot Boys. We are always exploring the diversity of Chinese food in America.
Shout out to our Shandong brother out there, Sam, and to the very cool owners here, Kia Lu.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching that video. Please, in the comments below, let us know if there's any other cuisines or provinces or sub-cuisines of Chinese food that you guys want us to find out about here. The 626 might have it, so we might be in luck. But let us know in the comments down below. And again, also let us know what other types of food, non-Chinese, that you guys want us to try, because, for us, discovering things is really fun. And it's interesting, and hopefully you guys learned something too. So, David, Andrew from the Fung Bros, shout out to Nelson. He had to go. Until next time, we out.
Peace. Everything from this Fuzhou style cuisine has been light and tasty.
I agree.
Very light. Very light, umami seafood, and very, like this, very
lip smacking, bro.
Yeah.